Hey guys, listen up, because today we're diving into one of the hottest debates lighting up the street racing scene right now. Buckle up because we're talking about Big Chief. Yeah, the Big Chief. And his so-called new engine. But here's the twist. It ain't exactly new. Oh no. And that's where the controversy starts. But trust me, by the time we're done, you'll understand exactly why that old-school decision might just be the smartest move in the game. Let's get into it. Back in 2017, Big Chief had an engine that turned heads and crushed pavement. The aluminum marvel that powered the Crow. That motor? It wasn't just an engine, it was a piece of street racing legend. Fast forward to now, and he's brought it back. Same bones, same Pontiac-style inline head. But a few upgrades, of course. And people? Oh, they're talking. Because when everyone expected Big Chief to go all in with a high-dollar Hemi, or even gamble on the 41X setup, what does he do? He dusts off a veteran and puts it back in the fight. It's like bringing an old gunslinger back to town when everyone else is rolling with sniper rifles. It's bold, maybe a little crazy, but you have to respect it. Now, the internet? The forums? They're losing their minds. Some folks are scratching their heads saying, "Chief, what are you doing? This isn't gonna cut it in NPK." Others, the OGs, the diehards, they're nodding. Because they know. They know this ain't about glitz, it's about grit. And that's where the misunderstanding starts. See, Big Chief isn't trying to win your race. He's racing his. He's not chasing that NPK glory, not throwing millions at setups designed to win on paper. He's still out here, running the streets. He's not playing by NHRA rulebooks or tuning for the smooth-as-glass quarter mile. He's tuning for potholes, oil slicks, and adrenaline. That Pontiac engine? It's not the fastest. It's not the flashiest. But it's, his. And he knows every bolt, every rev, every hiccup in that engine like it's a heartbeat. Street racing ain't just about horsepower, friend. It's about control, finesse, instinct. It's about having the right kind of power for this kind of war. The kind fought under dim streetlights with 100 eyes watching from the shadows. And you don't need a 3,000 horsepower monster if you can't keep it hooked on the sketchy back road. Chief's setup? It's consistent. It's proven. He's got that thing dialed in like a sixth sense. While the other guys are still tweaking, Chief's out here winning on surfaces that chew up and spit out the big budget boys. So yeah, some people are gonna call it a downgrade. But those people are looking at a spec sheet, not the street. Big Chief doesn't need the latest and greatest. He needs something reliable. Something that won't leave him stranded. That old Pontiac power plant? It's battle-tested. It's street-hardened. And that's worth more than any shiny dyno number. At the end of the day, Big Chief is doing what real racers do. He's trusting his gut. He's building what works for him, not the crowd. And you know what? That takes guts. That takes vision. This isn't about the flash or the fame. It's about legacy. It's about honoring the streets that made him a legend. And that, my friend, is something no Hemi or 41X can replace. So next time someone says Big Chief's playing, it's safe or falling behind, ask them this. Can you even keep up on the street? Now let's get something straight. When Big Chief pulls an old engine out of the vault, he's not just trying to save a few bucks. This isn't a budget build. This is strategy. This is chess, not checkers. That Pontiac motor has already proven itself under pressure. It's got real-world miles, real-world wins, and real-world data. When you've already done the R&D by living it, there's a confidence that no brand-new build can match. And look, a lot of people out there confuse new with better. But in street racing, familiarity is power. Chief doesn't need a learning curve. He doesn't need 6 months of trial and error to find the sweet spot. He's already been there, done that, tuned it, rebuilt it, and sent it flying down a sketchy stretch of blacktop at midnight with nothing but instinct and asphalt under his feet. Think about it. while other racers are sorting out boost curves, dealing with teething issues in their Hemi setups, or battling belt problems with monster prochargers, Chief's already staging. He's lining up, calm as ever, knowing exactly what that car is going to do when the light drops. That's the kind of edge that doesn't show up on a dyno sheet, but wins races where it counts. Plus, let's talk about weight. That aluminum Pontiac block? It's not just reliable, it's light. And in the world of street racing, where traction is king and every pound counts, that makes a huge difference. You don't want a car that's so heavy it sinks every time you launch. You want something that bites the street and gets out of the hole now. That lighter setup helps him get that jump, and on sketchy surfaces, the jump can be the win. Now, people love to talk numbers. This guy's got 3,500 horsepower. That guy's running a twin-turbo Hemi with a spaceship strapped to it. And yeah, that's cool for a headline. But in the real world, if you can't plant that power, you're just spinning tires and wasting gas. Chief knows this. He's not building a car to impress Instagram. He's building a car to win. And let's not forget, Chief's not new to controversy. He's made decisions before that people didn't understand, and what did he do? He showed up and made them eat their words. This isn't a rookie taking risks. This is a calculated move by someone who's been in the game long enough to know that sometimes the smartest move is going back to what works, not chasing the next big thing just because it's shiny. Some people see this as a step back. I see it as a power move. It's a message to the street racing community that says, I don't need to follow your rules. I make my own. And that's the spirit of the streets right there. That's the essence of street outlaws. Breaking molds, doing things your way, and letting the results speak for themselves. Let's be honest. There's something poetic about bringing back the same engine that made you a legend and reminding everyone that it wasn't the tech that made you dangerous. It was you. That Pontiac might be old school, but Big Chief behind the wheel? That's a threat no matter what's under the hood. The truth is, the streets don't care about brands, budgets, or brand new billet blocks. The streets care about hustle, about feel, about being able to read the road in a split second and knowing your car so well that it responds like it's part of you. That's what Big Chief's got. And that's what most guys are still chasing. So while the world keeps asking, why'd he go back to the old setup? Maybe the better question is, why aren't more people doing the same? Because when the chips are down and the road gets real, that new engine controversy? It might just be Big Chief's biggest advantage. And here's the kicker. This move isn't just about racing. It's about identity. Big Chief isn't just a driver. He's a symbol of what real street racing stands for. In a world where everyone's chasing the next trend, he's staying rooted in what built this culture. Loyalty, grit, and a deep connection with your machine. That old engine? That's not a step back, it's a return to form. It's Chief saying, this is who I am and I don't need to change to keep winning. And for a lot of racers watching from the sidelines, that's a wake-up call. So yeah, call it controversial, call it risky. But when Big Chief lines up and that engine roars back to life like it never left, the streets are gonna listen. Not because it's the newest, but because it's real. And in this game, real always rises to the top.